Going to make a video about the 5 common problems people make when they're buying trucks. I'm going to share those mistakes that I have seen so you can buy a truck and you can pay attention so you don't do the same mistakes. First mistake is going to be buying a truck without inspecting the truck. That's very common mistake that almost every single person makes because they are in a hurry to buy the truck, or they don't have time to buy the truck, or many different reasons, or they don't have the person to inspect the truck, or they don't want to pay for someone to go and inspect the truck. Many different reasons. The salesman can tell you we can take the truck to the dyno to inspect the truck performance and stuff like that, but the dyno doesn't inspect the engine components like leaks, coolant leaks, fuel leaks and stuff like that. It doesn't inspect like the frame condition, it doesn't inspect the brakes, doesn't inspect the power steering condition, the interior, doesn't inspect anything else but only the performance of the engine. So don't do that mistake. Always inspect the truck physically or pay someone to inspect the truck. I'm gonna make a different video about the truck inspection. I'm gonna put it on the description below as soon as I upload the video to help you out to do an inspection on a truck. Second mistake is going to be when people buy a used truck, they have just the money to do as a down payment, to pay as a down payment. For example, you're gonna buy a used truck and they ask you $5,000 as a down payment. People just have the $5,000 to buy the truck. That's a big mistake. Why? Because usually when you buy the truck, you're gonna spend money, for example, doing an oil change, replacing the tires if the tires were not replaced at the moment of the purchase, replacing lights, replacing something, doing your permits, insurance, stuff like that. So when you're buying a truck, make sure to have at least the double of the money that you need to buy the truck. For example, if you need a $5,000 down payment, have $10,000 and use this $5,000 for the down payment and the other $5,000 for the truck to do repairs then the truck needs, for the permits, insurance, stuff for the drive. The third mistake is going to be they're gonna send the truck to a trip as soon as they buy it. For example, they buy it today, tomorrow they wanna send on a trip. They actually have the lot for the truck. That's a big mistake. Why? Because you need time to fix the truck, at least to inspect the truck. You need time after buying the truck. Even if you inspect the truck on the dealership, you gotta take it to the mechanic or to anybody or your company mechanic or different people that work for you or independent mechanics or whatever. You have to take them to them so they can inspect the truck again, so they can see something then they couldn't see at the moment of inspection at the dealership. So that's a big mistake every single driver, first-time buyer or company owners made, because they want to take the truck on the road as soon as they buy it because they believe the truck is in a good condition, because the truck looks in a good condition. So don't do that mistake. If you buy in the truck, make sure to have time to inspect the truck after you buy it, maybe like 2-3 days at least, to check all the components. Check the components very well. Have the mechanic check the components very well so you prevent any problems on the road, because as soon as you put this truck with a load on the road, it is on you. It's gonna break on the road and it's gonna be more expensive to fix it, and you're gonna have problems with your load and many different stuff is gonna happen, and to prevent that, don't do that. Don't send the truck as soon as you buy it. The fourth problem is going to be buying the insurance. at the moment that you buying a used truck at the dealership, used truck dealership, the person that is selling the truck to you, or the person that is in charge of the documents, that person is going to tell you, oh, we offer an insurance, a warranty for like this much money, and we're going to cover this, we're going to cover that, we're going to this and that, and they wanna tell you like you buying a brand new truck basically. That's a big problem. Why? Because you going to spend like $5,000, like depending. Some of them are $2,000, some of them are $5,000, or some of them are more. And most of the time, that warranty, that insurance doesn't cover anything. Most of the time, you go on the road. For example, you buy a used truck, and you take the truck on the road after a really good inspection, and for any reason the engine goes bad, the engine breaks, something breaks, connecting rod comes out and stuff like that. That's something that nobody will actually know. You call the insurance, the warranty company, and they gonna come to you, and they're gonna waste like maybe 2-3 weeks just to come to the place where the truck is, just to tell you then that is not covered under warranty, because that's something then supposed to be taken care before the truck was taken on the road. So don't do that mistake. Don't buy those third-party insurance, because they're not good. They're a piece of crap. They just want to take your money away, and then after that they don't cover anything. By experience, I'm telling you, I have seen many different people buying those insurance, and then they go on the road and they don't cover anything. The engine broke, something happens, and they don't want to cover anything because it is not under the policy of insurance. Not all the insurance are bad, because I saw only one truck so far, the engine motor mount fall down, and the engine went all the way down because it broke for some reason. And in that case, the insurance covered that damage. It didn't cover all. It covered like the half of it, but it was something. And then I saw another truck, then the transmission went bad, it leaked or something, it broke for some reason on the road, and the insurance covered the half of it. Well, that's good, but in many cases the insurance doesn't cover anything. So I will recommend you better to keep the $5,000 on your pocket and using for the truck later, because you will make more repairs with those $5,000 than just giving the $5,000 to the insurance companies for no reason. And the fifth problem is going to be buying a truck because it's cheap. Many different owner operators, drivers, first-time buyers, company owners, and many different people, they buy a truck because it's cheap. Don't buy a truck because it's cheap, because in many cases those trucks are not good. For example, you buy a Freightliner Cascadia, then it costs $50,000 with 300,000 miles. It's a 2014, and you have an international 2014 with the same mileage with a Max 4 engine, and it costs $40,000. It costs $10,000 less than the Freightliner Cascadia. Yeah, the truck is cheap. It's cheaper than the Freightliner Cascadia, but that doesn't mean that it's better than the Freightliner Cascadia or better than other trucks. So don't do that mistake that many different people do. They buy a used truck, and because it's cheap, they go after the cheap truck, and no, that's not good. I'm telling you by experience, don't buy those cheap trucks, because you can buy a used international with the Max 4 engine, for example, very cheap for 35, 30, 2013, 2014, 2015 with 200, 300,000 miles on them, with very little money, like $40,000. But there is a reason why they're cheap, right? There is a reason. They have so many issues. That's the reason. If you want to buy one of those trucks, Max 4s, Packard engines, or Volvo engines, I suggest to buy the new. because they come with warranty and stuff like that, and at least you will have a peace of mind. Then you will have warranty. Something is gonna be undercover, even if they don't do anything. But at least you will be confident that your truck has a warranty. In my opinion, if you want to buy a used truck, buy Freightliner Cascadias from 2009 and up, depending of the area or depending what the company is requesting you, because here in California EPA emissions are different in different states. But anyway, you can buy Freightliner Cascadias 2009 and up. I prefer to buy Freightliner Cascadias with DD15 engines and Cummins IS6 engines. Sometimes, if you're buying a Cascadia with Cummins IS6 engines, buy it from 2016 and up because they have less problems. I'm going to recommend to buy KWs and Peterbilts too. They're good, but try to buy those from 2016 and up because they have less problems, because they have the Cummins IS6 engines. Don't buy KWs and Peterbilts with the Packard engine because they have so many issues, and plus they are not commercials. You won't see many parts on the road, and people road service on the road, they won't even know what to do to them because it's a completely different engine. I mean, not most people have access to that engine, that type of engine. So go for Cummins IS6 instead of Packard if you're buying a KW or a Peterbilt. Now, if you're buying International and Volvo, I suggest to go for Cummins IS6 engine as well. Don't go for Volvo engine or Max 4 engine, which is the Navistar engine. Don't go for those because they give you so much problems. I mean, Volvo engines are good, as I say before in other videos. They're really good. They are one of the best engines I have seen. They last really long, but they're too expensive to fix. It costs so much money. Just a head costs around $9,000. Just an engine head costs around $9,000. If you are owner operator, they have only one truck, then you just buy a Volvo and you have a head problem for some reason. Paying $9,000 just for the head is like rebuilding the whole engine on a DD15 engine. So I mean, it's not worth to have that type of engines because owner operators cannot afford to spend that much money unless you have like 10-15 trucks. That will be okay to have Volvos because you don't care if one truck breaks, you have 12 more to drive around, so that will be no problem. And as I say before, if you buy in the Volvo, buy the Cummins IS6. If you buy into International, buy it with Cummins IS6 as well. Don't buy the Max 4s because the Max 4 has so many issues right now. They're getting better a little by little, but there has so many issues. Plus, nobody knows about the engine on the road. If something breaks on the road, it will be really hard to find someone to actually repair the engine. Something like replacing this, replacing that. And if they do, they want to charge you a lot of money to do that. Plus, the parts are really expensive. So if you buy in Volvo or International, buy Cummins IS6 engine from 2016 and up because they have less problems. Because Cummins IS6 engines from 2011 to 2015, they have many issues. This is just my personal opinion, of course. You can have your different opinions, different thoughts. You can share them. You can comment below. You can give your thoughts, opinions, comments, and whatever else you want to put under the description below. I mean, on the comment section, so everybody knows what you think about different engines. Or if they have this kind of issues, then I just mentioned when they bought the first truck. If you want to send some support to my channel, you can check the video description below for details about where to send the support to my channel, so I can continue making videos, helpful videos, the one I'm just doing right now, so I can help many different owner operators, drivers, mechanics, technicians, and different people than own trucks. Thank you for all the people that had sent support to my channel. I really appreciate that because I really feel myself more confident to make more videos about trucks, to make people feel happy with the trucks. like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching.